true. This arrow will hit its target.
Diving into the world of Isekai often means running into the same recycled tropes and overhyped titles. But not always, fellas. There's actually a treasure trove of underrated Isekai gems waiting to be discovered. These hidden masterpieces bring fresh takes, unique settings, and characters that truly deserve the spotlight. Join us at Animeology as we dive into 10 underrated Isekai anime that deserve way more attention. Someday will I be the greatest alchemist? Takumi Iruma just wants to live a normal, peaceful life. But thanks to a goddess who's about as clumsy as a puppy tripping over its own paws, he gets summoned to another world by accident. To make up for it, she offers him one wish. Takumi chooses the seemingly boring skill of alchemy. What he doesn't know is that alchemy in this world is completely broken. It's like having a magic wand that can create anything. Suddenly, Takumi goes from being a nobody to the most powerful alchemist alive, building cities, creating flying ships, and even brewing legendary coffee, all because of one little mistake. The wrong way to use healing magic.
Is the present prettiest girl in school a fantasy nerd?
Wait, that's what it's talked about?!
Ken Uzato is the definition of average, until he's suddenly transported to another world. While his friends get flashy combat powers, Ken is stuck with healing magic. Sounds lame, right? Wrong. In this world, healing magic is insanely powerful, and under the brutal training of Rose, the rescue team's captain, Ken transforms into an unstoppable healer who can take as much punishment as he dishes out. It's not the flashy path he imagined, but it's the one that makes him stronger than anyone else. I'm standing on 1,000,000 lives.
I prefer to be alone.
Yusuke Yotsuya gets thrown into a survival game with real-world consequences. Monsters tower over buildings, death isn't permanent, and the rules of the game keep shifting. Unlike your typical isekai hero, Yusuke doesn't get cheat codes or plot armor. He has to rely on strategy, teamwork, and a little bit of ruthlessness to make it through. So I'm a spider, so what? Most people dream of being reborn as a hero or a noble, but what if you woke up as a spider? That's exactly what happens to one unlucky girl. Stuck in a dungeon full of monsters, her only choice is to adapt or get eaten. By grinding levels and using her wits, she slowly evolves from a weak little spider into something terrifying, proving that survival itself can be the ultimate adventure. A school in another dimension. Imagine your school building suddenly drifting through a cosmic void. 36 students are thrown into this strange new world, where supernatural powers start appearing one by one. Some gain control over fire, others gravity, and naturally, chaos erupts. The student council tries to maintain order, but rebellion brews. Every new dimension they're thrown into brings new dangers and mysteries, and survival means pushing forward no matter what. Recreators. What if your favorite anime characters suddenly appeared in the real world? That's exactly what happens to Sota when Celestia, a sword-wielding heroine, shows up in his living room. But she's not the only one. Magical girls, knights, brawlers, and more fictional characters begin roaming the streets of Japan, causing havoc. At the center of it all is a mysterious woman in military gear who seems to know way too much. Reality and fiction collide, and the fate of both worlds hangs in the balance. The Faraway Paladin.
Not too shabby.
Will, a young boy, is raised in a ruined city by a skeleton, a ghost, and a mummy. As strange as it sounds, this odd family gives him the knowledge and strength to survive. But when Will comes of age, he must swear an oath to a god and leave his guardians behind. stepping into a dangerous world where faith, courage, and determination decide whether he lives or dies. Tsukimichi Moonlit Fantasy.
Wow, it actually worked.
Makoto Mizumi is sent to another world because of a deal his parents made. The goddess in charge decides he's too ugly to be a hero and abandons him in the wilderness. Sounds cruel, but Makoto soon discovers that he's ridiculously overpowered thanks to the world's magical energy. He gathers allies ranging from demi-humans to dragons, but even with all his power, what he really seeks is simple: connection with other humans. Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill.
Behind you!
Come forward, human. You would do well to listen.
When most heroes are summoned to another world, they get swords or magic. Mukuda gets online grocery shopping. At first, it sounds useless, but when he starts cooking modern meals with otherworldly ingredients, the whole kingdom goes crazy for his food. Even a legendary wolf becomes his companion after tasting his cooking. It's a chill, food-filled isekai that proves sometimes the stomach is mightier than the sword.
Let's